Welcome back everyone. We are going to talk about plugins. Plugins are like tools that you add to OBS Studio, and they are going to be like they are built in inside of OBS, so they can allow you to do something that you couldn't do before. How to install them? Let's go to our browser, search for OBS plugins, go to the first website, OBS Studio plugins. Now this is the main website of OBS. There's a lot of plugins in OBS and scripts and many stuff that you can use. So we can download our plugins from here. Let's go to anything. For example, say for example, we want to download this plugin. You go to it and click on go to download. It takes you to the website that you can download the plugin from. Like let's say for example, this plugin is being downloaded from Atom. So it's going to be downloaded from here. It starts downloading. Let's say for example, let's talk about other plugin. Streamlabs plugin, for example. If I click on go to download, it takes you to Streamlabs website. Let's get back. Let's say for example, this one, local vocal transcription. If you click on go to download, it takes you to the GitHub, and from here you download, you select the Windows x.64 installer.exe. This is what we want. So we are going to talk about each of these plugins in its own videos. So this is how to install a plugin. Now after you install a plugin in OBS Studio, so let's start by comparing. Let's open the other OBS Studio. So this is OBS Studio that we talked about before. So right now let's talk, for example, if we look here, this is a base OBS Studio. It doesn't have any plugins. So let's say for example, let's watch our sources here. This is the base. You see how many sources? Like 10 or 12 sources. Let's look here. We have much more. Why? Because we have installed some plugins here that are not available on the new OBS Studio. So this is the idea. Welcome back everyone. In this video we are talking about the plugin Advanced Mask. Advanced Mask is a very simple plugin that is going to help you by making some custom masks in OBS without needing to have any external PNGs or custom made. So we are going to see how it works. So this is the plugin page, Advanced Mask. So let's see how it works. Let's open our OBS. Let's take for example this one, drag it to OBS. Now we have our picture here in OBS Studio. We want to add mask on it. Now we want to add mask to this picture. Click on add and select. This is a filter, advanced mask. Before you had to use this one, image mask blend that we talked about before, and then you select an image. So for example, you wanted to make this as a circle. You select a PNG circle and open, and it's going to apply it. So this was before. Right now with this mask, with this filter, advanced masks, you can add it like this. And from here, it just gives you some shapes, mask shape. You can select shape, source, image, gradient if you want. Right now we are only talking about shape. So let's say circle. Right now it just applies it as a circle, and you can change its properties from here. So you can increase the radius like this, or the zoom. You can decrease the zoom, for example like this. Let's get this back. Let's take this to default. And now once you start, it puts it to rectangle. Let's say for example we want to use heart, star, and everyone is customizable. So let's take a circle. Let's change center X. You can move it like this. You can move it, make it up and down, taking only one part from here, and you can decrease the zoom so you can make a bigger part showing. So this is going back to your preference. Do whatever you want with it. Now you understand how it works. It can be applied to any video, a webcam, or anything that you can apply filters to. In this video we are going to talk about the plugin Stroke Glow Shadow. So here's the plugin Stroke Glow Shadow. It's just as the name says, you can add a stroke or a glow or a shadow to any source you have. So this is it. For example, this is one. These are some samples. What you can do is this. So let's see how to add it once you install the plugin. Okay, now we have our text here. Let's add some filters. Here you can find glow, add. Let's add outer glow and increase the size. As you can see, right now it's glowy. Right now you can see the glow right now. It's an outer glow. You can increase its intensity and decrease it. You can change the color. These are all customizations as you want. Let's select shadow. So let's make this an inner glow. Or let's make this an inner shadow so we can see it. Inner shadow, and increase it. As you can see, it disables the glow for some reason. But let's make it outer. Let's increase it. And let's disable the glow. As you can see, the shadow here, if I increase, I can increase the size, intensity, all of this stuff can be changed. The color too. So red, you can have any color you want. Glow, let's make this glow inner. Now it's the different. Let's Let's add stroke. Stroke, decrease the size, this is so much. Okay, now I see. When you add stroke, the stroke is now being added to the glow and the shadow too, not just to the text. So if we disable this, and let's increase the size, let's select black. We have a black stroke right now. We can increase it like this. If I enable the shadow and the glow, it's going to apply the stroke to the glow and the shadow, not just to the text. This is one thing that we need to care about. So this is one thing, and this is how to use this plugin. You can add this to any source you want. We have our webcam here, let's show it. I'll add a filter, for example, chroma key, and let's add one more filter. Let's add stroke. Let's make it outer stroke and increase stroke size. As you can see right now, in this stroke, I have a stroke around me. I can add glow too, as you have seen before. Right now, because the chroma is not cropping very good, it's just showing like this. So let's add glow. Let's disable the stroke. Let's increase the glow. As you can see, I have glow around me right now. These are some examples on how to use it. You can try it on many things and add some cool effects until you find what's good for you. We are going to talk about a plugin called Source Clone. It's a very simple but very useful plugin, and let's see what it does. Here's our plugin Source Clone. What it does is basically you go to your OBS, and let's say here I have this webcam here. Instead of adding it again, instead of adding another webcam with video capture device, you can just add Source Clone. There was the same plugin before called Source Mirror. It's the same plugin, but it's not available now. I don't know why. I had this installed a long time ago, but for now Source Clone is available. So add Source Clone as a source, and from here let's select our source. You can select a source, you can select a scene or previous scene. Just leave it as a source, and you can clone any scene that you want. Let's say you want to clone this scene tutorial. Let's add it. Okay, now it's being cloned. Now as you can see, it's a different scene. If I go back here and enable this image is for the first scene, and let's enable my webcam. If I go back here, you will see it clones this whole scene, and you can add filters to it without adding any filter to the original scene. So this is how it works. So let's say, for example, let's change this. Let's delete this one and hide this, go back to scene 2. Let's add another source clone. Let's select a source clone. Let's take our webcam. Okay, we have our webcam here. Let's make this smaller. Okay, you see on our first scene we have our webcam, and it has all the filters on it, and it's hidden here. But when I go here on the source clone, it's available here, but it doesn't have any filters because it's copying the final result. This here has some filters, you see here, but the other one doesn't have any filter. So you can add filters to the clone and it won't affect the original one at all. You want this scene to be with your chroma key, and the other scene you want your background to be removed. So you can do it with this. I can add a filter here. Let's add chroma key. Let's add chroma key. From here, this scene, right now I have my background removed in this one, and in this one it's not removed. If I add it as a webcam, if I copy this to the second scene, it won't work the same. It's going to remove the background for both scenes. So this is how it works. A very useful plugin that can be used for a lot of stuff. Welcome back everyone. We are going to talk about auto hide desktop icons. It's a very simple plugin and we are going to talk about it. So this is a plugin, hide desktop icons while streaming. So it's a plugin that is very easy. Once you start streaming in OBS Studio or you start recording, it's going to hide all these desktop icons, as you can see right now. So once you add the plugin and install it, you will find it under tools and you will find auto hide desktop icon. I have it disabled. I'm recording right now and it's not working. So let's see if I check this recording is active. Okay, as you can see, it just disappeared. It doesn't remove it, it just hides the desktop icons like what you can do from Windows settings, but it's just being done from OBS Studio. You can make it for streaming or recording or display capture sources visible. So if I have my display capture only working, it will work. If it's not a display capture like a game capture, it won't work. So it's just like this. Recording is active, streaming is active. Check these two if you want and click OK. As you can see, it now gets back. And now from show manual controls, you can force hide, force show and press OK. and that's it for the plugin. It's a very simple plugin. It's even a script, not a plugin. It's just a simple plugin and it can be very helpful. In this video we are going to talk about a plugin called background removal. It's a very useful plugin for OBS Studio. There is the plugin background removal. So there's the plugin. What it does, it removes your background, whatever it is, not just a green screen. You can add any background and it's going to remove it. So let's see how it works. Let's say for example we have our webcam here. Click on filters and let's add filter background removal. This is a new filter. It was not here before. It's different from chroma key. So background removal, click on advanced settings and decrease this. From here, change this one to robust video matting and let's start working with it. As you can see right now, just adjust the settings. You see, it removes my background. This is not a green screen removal because you see a lot of green right now. This is removing me from the background, whatever it is. This is it, and how to use it, you can change the settings as you want, but it's going to consume a lot of your CPU if you are going to change a lot of it. So for this right now, it can give you a good result. If you don't have a green screen and you want to use this, you can use it. It's like removing your background without having a green screen, like using an NVIDIA RTX graphics card or something like that. So it just starts like that, and you can make it also, instead of removing the background, blur. So let's increase this background blur. Once you increase this, it's going to blur instead of removing the background. It's the same effect, but instead of removing it, it adds a blur like this. Right now it's blurring the background, but be careful, this is going to consume a lot of your PC specs. For example, right now we have a good blur. You can't have something like this in OBS Studio unless you copy your webcam and have two clones of the webcam, one without any effect or removal and one with your background removed, and then add a blur to the other background behind you. This was how you do it before, but right now you can add it by just adding this simple effect. If you want to get it back to removing the background, just decrease this and it will go to removing the background. It's a very useful plugin if you want to use it in many situations if you don't have a green screen. That's it for this video and I'll see you in the next one.